What's up guys, RedFlyer here, back with another video, and today I'm going to be showing you guys how to make a sky base in Unturned. Before we get into this video, I do want to say that this is only going to work on servers where you have the /home command, because otherwise you can't get back up to your sky base, so that would be kind of a waste of your time. So make sure you have the /home command before you do this. But anyways, let's jump right into the video. Okay guys, here we are. So this is the spot that I picked, but all you have to do is pick a spot on the map that you're on that's relatively high up in the air, and I would say, well, not in the air, but high up off ground level, and I would say away from like cities and other players. That's kind of up to you, but it's just better because some people won't be raiding your base as much. I picked the spot right here next to Everett. It's kind of off in the forest up the hill, so you won't even really see it, and also it's up the hill, so it's pretty high up, so it'll just help us out. Also, it's near the edge of the map, which gives us cover because people can't come from that side unless if they're right along the edge, and we'll see them right there. So we really only have to defend from this side. So all you want to do is find a flat spot. Like I wanted to go up here, but if it's like kind of in the hill like this, that's bad because you can't actually. Here, I'll show you. Like if you do that, you can't put anything like on the side there. So let me take that out. And what you want to do is you want to put it on the flat ground right here. It's okay if some of the corners are in the ground like this. The way to test it is to put a pillar in your hand. As long as you have a pillar in your hand and you can still see the corner like that, then you know that you're okay, even if it's a little bit under the ground. So I'd skip with the next step. You're going to put a pillar in each corner, like so. And then you're going to want to take some stairs and go right here. I'm using maple as my material, but you can use whatever you want. It really doesn't matter. I wouldn't recommend using metal because this isn't for the actual base. This is just for the platform to get to your base. So I'd use something, any of the woods, just so they're easier to destroy. But it doesn't matter what kind of wood, whatever. I'm just using maple solely just because it's easier. But then you're going to want to take some more pillars and put them on top of the stairs like this, this, and that. Take another stairway and make sure you line it up the right way. Like if you line it up like this, then it's not really going to work as well. You can press right click to rotate if you didn't know, and then left click to place. And it's a little edgy here, but you can make it up here, and you can take your pillars. Go 1, 2, 3, 4, and take your stairs. Put your stairs like this, and now you just want to keep continuing this as high up as you want to go. Obviously, like even if you go right here, it's gonna be harder for players to raid just because they can't hit it with melee weapons. But remember that players can shoot your bases with your guns. So, I mean, if you want to make it so it's out of range for their guns, like even the grizzly, then you're gonna have to go all the way up to the sky limit, and that takes a lot of time to get all the wood. So, I wouldn't recommend doing that unless if you really want to make your base impenetrable. But I'd try and make it a good. I'll show you like a good example, but a good 20 stories off the ground or so. That way, it's impenetrable to rocket launchers, because if you're 20 stories off the ground, it's really hard to aim the rocket launcher because it moves so much. So if you're like 3 stories off the ground, they'll probably just shoot it with a rocket and destroy it with one shot. So I'm gonna keep going up. Go up as high as you want. I recommend about 10 to 20 levels, depending how committed you are. Anyways, I'll be back when I'm done. Okay guys, and we're back. I chose a height that you might want to go a little bit higher. Let's see, this is 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I'd maybe go 5 higher if you want to be safe for certain. But this is what I'm doing just for the sake of the tutorial, because I don't want to sit here all night doing this. So I do have a rocket launcher right here. I'm not actually going to aim at the base. I'm going to aim right next to it just so I can show you guys how it does tail off a little bit. See how it like drops down? So it's going to be tough to hit your base unless if you angle it at the right angle, and even then, like if you go 5 higher, it's gonna be really tough to hit your base with the rocket launcher. I mean, obviously you can still snipe it, but it's gonna be hard. So that's why you want to go high enough off the ground. Also, what you can do is if you're near like water, you can also build out over the water. That way, it's a lot harder for them to hit you. Obviously, because you can't shoot out of the water. So just in case you're near water, that's another tip. But anyways, I'm gonna go up the tower now, and we're gonna start building the actual base. Okay guys, here we are at the top. Now we're going to build the actual base by using, here's a tip, use maple roofs, don't use floors, because if you use floors, then it's going to make a big structure all the way down to the ground, which is not what you want. This is a sky base, not a really tall ground base. And once you start building off this, I do recommend destroying these stairs and placing a bed up here. Make sure you claim the bed. I've done that before where I built an entire sky base and I didn't claim the bed. It was pretty frustrating. But yeah, I'm gonna like pretend that I did that, but I'm not actually gonna destroy the stairs just because I'm in single player mode, which means I cannot do /home. So I don't really want to destroy the stairs, because then if I accidentally fall, I'm gonna have to build all the way back up. But this is where, if you're playing a multiplayer, you place down a bed, claim it, then you destroy all of these stairs and keep building your base. So you want to build kind of a plus here, like I'm doing. It all depends on how big you want it. This one, I don't want it too big, so I'm gonna go one more layer out, like that, like that. Once again, we're using roofs, not floors, because that's not really gonna work. And then I'm actually gonna go like this. I just like circle bases or plus bases, just because they give you more views out over the entire land. You know, do we have just enough? Oh, you have a couple left over. All right. Okay, guys. One other thing that I did forget to mention. Sorry about that. I'll put a big annotation on it earlier. That way you don't like place it and then have to like destroy it with your hands for like an hour, like I just had to do. But I recommend like leaving the middle one open, just so that you can look all the way down. Like if you're way above Seattle, this is really useful to look pretty much over the entire city straight down. So that's why don't place one in the middle. You can place a hole if you want. I ended up just not placing nothing, but you want to keep this one open. Don't put down a roof here. Okay, guys, now I'm back. This is actually a pretty simple part. Now we're up on our sky base. Pretend the stairs are destroyed. The stairs should be destroyed for you. And all you want to do is take some maple posts and go all the way around. Put one on every corner. You can put them in the middle as well. Not required. But I do it just to give it a little extra protection, which you'll see in a minute. So you want to go around and put down maple posts on every corner. Okay, now that you have the posts placed on every corner, you want to go around and just put down... These are called... what are they called? Okay, now that you have all of your posts down, you're going to want to go around and put down a rampart. I can't even say it. It's kind of a weird word. On each of these posts, just to give yourself a little bit of a wall here, just so that you don't like go falling off or anything. And it's short enough where you can still... oh, wow. Well, that was some unfortunate lag. I'm going to go right back to the top. I'll be right back. Okay, and I'm back. And as I was saying before, they are short enough where they will still keep you from walking off the edge, as long as they're there before you try and walk off the edge. And they will still let you like look over the edge and see all around your base. And if you want to get a better view, you can jump up on top of them and look down. Just be careful not to fall off, obviously. So you want to put these all around your base and in the middle, and then we'll move on to the next step. Okay, now all you're going to have to do is put down safes up here to store all your stuff. Make sure you have your bed down and claim it. And then you're going to destroy the stairs. I know I said that you could do this earlier, but if you haven't done it yet, now's a good time to do it, because you're pretty much done with your skybase. Once again, make sure you have your bed up here before you destroy the stairs. I can't stress that enough, because otherwise you're going to kind of get screwed and have to build it all back up. I've done it before. It's not fun. Trust me, it's not fun. So there's many ways you can destroy these stairs. The best way, of course, being the rocket launcher. But those are pretty hard to come by, and so is the ammo. So the second best is probably grenades, but those are kind of tough too. So I'd say the most common one is going to be guns. Either like a military gun, like a maple strike or an eagle fire, and just spray it down with a drum mag. And you'll get through pretty far. Or like a LMG, or even a sniper, which takes just like a couple shots to destroy each one. That'll do you pretty well. Once again, this is why we used wood and not metal, because it'll destroy a lot easier. But I'm going to show you guys a way with grenades, and I'm also going to give you a little trick that will work if you are admin on your server, which I'm playing a single player, which means I'm not admin, but if I was, this would work for me. So I'll be right back and I'll show it to you. Okay, so here's a trick with the rocket launcher. If you're admin, all you have to do is go in game. Sorry, I put my mic right there if you heard that. But you go in game and you type /God mode, and it should say in the chat like I'm pretty sure you can't do it in single player. I better check just in case. No, you can't. But it should say like I feel the powers or something, or it made it say God mode. There's some message, I don't remember what it is. But and then you're gonna stand right here. Make sure you're away from your base actually. So you're gonna want to go a couple levels. I can't talk. You're gonna want to go a couple levels down like this, and then you're gonna hold your rocket launcher, aim directly at the ground, and just boom, boom, boom. Just keep shooting until you destroy the entire thing, because it's that easy. Like, you'll just go all the way down, and if you've God mode on, the rocket will kill you. Obviously, you won't die of fall damage or anything. But if everyone else, you have to do it the hard way. So I recommend, if you do have a rocket launcher, going from the bottom and shooting it, and then using your /home to get back up. Because I can't do that, this is gonna be interesting. Okay, if you're the normal person like me, and you don't have admin on right now, then you're gonna have to resort to a different method, as I mentioned earlier. Either grenades, or guns. It's gonna be your best option. If you don't have those, then I would recommend the sledgehammer or the chainsaw maybe. Sorry if it's a little dark. I did damage myself in a little accident with this rocket launcher. But anyways, we're gonna want to take our grenades and trying to think the best way to do this without killing yourself. Obviously, like, the best way to do it is going from the bottom and then slash homing back up. But because I can't do that, I think what we're gonna have to do is hope we don't die if we do this. And we start destroying it? Not really. Alright, let's try again. Oh shit, we kinda missed that grenade. Okay guys, anyways, there we have it, and our sky base is complete. I hope you guys did enjoy this video. If you did, drop a like down below and subscribe to see many more Unturned videos and other games. I'm gonna be doing some more Unturned tutorials coming up soon. I think I'm gonna do some like car tutorials, like building armor cars and stuff. I'm gonna do maybe just a normal like ground like defensive base tutorial. That'd be pretty cool. Definitely gonna do some more stuff. So subscribe to stay tuned for that. Hope you guys enjoyed. Hope this helped you out, and I'll see you in the next one.